Well, just to throw in one last little thing for my own situation here. This is all just the thing the Mussolini is going that they're no longer Christ fascists, so they're anti fascists. And after this, they'll be able to do their orthodoxy fascists for orthodoxy overthrow everything in the United States. Uh, CNN could not stand to go just anything else and has to bring in a firearm situation over it and start saying over and over that there's something to be done here for changing the Constitution because we're not Americans. There needs to be real people out there. And honestly, I'm telling you, the 17% that went into the thing are the Democrats that said the place was rigged. If they had pushed it, 22% of Republicans said that the 2016 election was rigged, they would have had the same damn thing at Donald Trump going through there. They won't do anything, and each one of these media groups are in every way completely using this for their main persons, whatever it is, because they read a teleprompter and everything else. This is ridiculous. They know their little baby weasels, which are pretty much, the bad protesters here, that, can sound really politically cool, like we need to do what they say, or at least just stand around and watch whatever's going to happen. So you get like at least 110 more people standing around the five baby weasels, all sitting there going, yes, CNN tells me what to do, looking at the thing. Fox News tells me what to do. I am talking to the priest of God. And it's like, don't worry, none of you are going to meet that person who really owns them all. And I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous. And it's like going to mainstream media is not something that this is just ridiculous with it. I mean, they all have lances and spears called the American flags. And you're worried about fucking whatever the hell it is. If I took one of those and ran and put it on my hip or anything else and just got the guy to be lifted up to have 80 pounds of his weight on it, it's going through his vest where a 45 long Colt or even a 50 cal lead is going to be stopped. Um, just realize the most dangerous thing there right now with the police and fire department is not a gun being shot in whatever it is. It's a wooden flagpole with a copper end on the end of it. This is just absolutely ridiculous. And I mean, they've just evacuated Mike Pence from the Capitol building, so he's been taken off through one of the special. There and seriously, these things really are because they have a subdivision with like the Roman um, scientists in it. They look like the little thing at the bank thing. Zap yourself in there. There's two guys on each side of you. Learn to hold. There's a lot of air. At most it's like I feel a little claustrophobic. Just look up. Oh, there's so much room. That's where the air comes in, like on an airplane. And they will take you right as Harry Truman put them in. They just said they were looking for the Keystone. But anyway, moving right along from this and everything with how crazy this is, I'm just going to go over here to Fox News and see if we have visual situations in the background for telling them to join and when to march again. Trump calls for protesters to be peaceful. I mean, I just look at it and, people like, I'm going to say BLM, Black Lives Matter, needs to be a evil, whatever you want to call it, a horrible, terrorist organization. And you don't hear anything about Antifa or anything else. And, granted, it's, Christian Catholic dogma that no one's probably even going to understand except for, like, what, two sects of Roman Catholics. And, I seriously am. It's like there's been two possibilities. I've seen someone in there that I know, and then one just now where I'm like, oh, thank God it wasn't. Because I'm just waiting for the overwhelming anyone that is somehow with this for something on the War Criminals Anonymous that probably is the voter fraud that they all talk about. Because they go, I thought we were supposed to count them at 75 years. So it's like, okay, there's like 80 million votes divided between two candidates. Or else persons of whatever it is under voting age to currently whatever. I mean, I can already hear one of them up the road up there that lives in a county that's almost 100% Nazi everything for World War II. And then the county over from him is all World War I. And you're like, there's 1,000 people or 3,000 people in that county. And it's such a little small county. And it's like, according to them, they just have a random transient American that comes through there. But they have no grip on reality. And I just keep looking. Yep, I see my first person scale up the side of it. One person. If there could be more than that. Oh, wait, they're starting to do that. This is where I'm like, they will do that and they will climb to the top of the Capitol building. If I see anybody starting to do that, I am really going to be like, it is 100% all that, man. It is over. They will not do anything. I know my neighbor with Appalachian Intelligence is going to do something here later tonight, and it is going to be overwhelmingly crazy for everything, but I've got to go take care of myself on this, and, doing everything blow by blow, I don't want to turn myself into something that's going to look like the mainstream media. I mean, at least something could be possible out there, because, what are you going to do? You're just going to sit here and look at it. And, it's like, look, there's so many open areas and that there's a line of police and little security guard. What are the local police called, the ones in the yellow? Child care specialists. Yeah, the child care specialists are out there. They used to and they only like the one that's the girl with the big tits, too. But she can't ever sue for any of that for sexual harassment because they were just making themselves open for her having kids with somebody since she's been unable to get pregnant for 2 years by her husband. And it's like, which Christian dogma is that one? But, everybody's like, I'm Islamic, so I'm really not, but whatever the fuck. Let's just look at this here. Yeah, the less you know about me, the better you're off. All the state flags aren't in the Fox News area. One of the things there, very few do not tread on me in Fox News. They seem to be taking camera angles that shows only flags of the United States, Trump to an extent, and maybe randomly a other flag. And there's a lot of area out there, so this is not a huge protest according to everything. It's just a lot of protesters are gathered in one area out there. So this is basically just what's going to happen here on Fox News. CNN, state flags, every type of flag in the world. There's a couple of them on there that's like, it looked like they were comic book character flags from other things. And I was like, yeah, cool. They march under something in a way. You almost wonder if they do put so many out there and be like, here, we need you to go out here with this and march along and wave the flag. And I could actually see that. And it's like, see if you can get like these 5 or 10 and just go through there and be like, this way forward. And, it's like, did you actually walk towards the steps? Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's not really inciting a riot, I guess you would say. I have the right idea. And, the very charismatic looking person, they just keep walking. And it's like, look, all the Trump flags follow them. Look, all the other ones follow them. This is just ridiculous with it. Now they're starting to have Jesus saves. Oh, it's a religious situation. Generally, whenever religious things show up, just being honest with you, um, that means there will be something of violence. What I do know is in like the Bible Belt, Utah, areas like that, it just means kind of like the punch around, fisticuffs situations. In other areas out there, it's more violent, as in a form of that, which is arms and weapons. So I will have to say that there will be something majorly probably done by the end of the day or else in the next hour and a half, simply because there's an ambulance coming through, lights going. So they're either staging or else they're trying to get to somewhere. They've already seen Jesus Saves come up. So I'm getting off of here. I'll try and have something later today. I know my neighbor with Appalachian Intelligence is going to have something on here. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Like and subscribe. Colin Dawson, The Political Minute.